Alright, hey guys, we're going to do a video which I've never done before. I'm going to be a hater today. We're going to hate on a certain company where I've bought some products from or parts from, and I have not been satisfied with it. So stick around and we'll go into it real shortly. So, building AR-15s, y'all know there's thousands and thousands upon thousands of companies out there in which you can buy your parts from. You can buy complete uppers, you can buy complete lowers, you can buy a complete rifle, or you can piece them together the way I do. I picked the hand grip, I picked the gas block, I picked the barrels, I picked every component piece by piece to get what I'd like to have and try to get the best quality and the bang for the buck. Sometimes you save money that way, sometimes you don't. But I've been going a little on the higher end with a lot of the builds lately. So I decided to go back to my roots and buy a cheap upper receiver. Now I wanted this in 7.62 by 39 and I wanted it cheap. Now I understand there's cheap and there's also quality, and sometimes you have to sacrifice one for the other. But a lot of times you do get quality parts. Now, I bought this upper for, actually it was a complete build kit. It's a 7.62 by 39. It came with the butt stock, not this particular one. It came with everything to assemble the lower, the pistol grip, the trigger assembly, safety, hand grip, the buffer spring tube, handrail, gas block, muzzle brake. It came with everything. All I had to do was supply the lower. That's what I thought. So I did do a video of me unboxing everything and going over it, and I probably should have waited. So I bought this kit, I think it was $337, something like that, from Outdoor Sportsman USA. When I assembled this rifle, the gas block, first thing I noticed was the gas block. The gas block would not clear the handrail at all. The bolts, it's a clamp-on style gas block, so the bolts would not really tighten up. I used an Allen head, putting my hand on the shortest part of the Allen head, so the long part was down onto the gas block and trying to snug it down, and it stripped. The bolts weren't quite long enough, so I had to go to Tractor Supply, buy longer bolts, put it in there to get it really secure where I felt safe with it on the rifle and that it wouldn't loosen up. But I had to grind the gas block down probably a 1/4 inch or so. I had to grind on the bolt heads themselves and the threads of the bolts in order to get it to clear the handrail. And that was even before I put aftermarket bolts in it. That was the ones that came with it, so of course I had to grind the ones I went and bought from Tractor Supply. So that's red flag number one. Alright, number two was the trigger assembly. I could not get the trigger for this thing, it's like it's machined wrong, to fit underneath the safety. So I have it here in this bag. I tried multiple ones and this one would not fit. I used one that I had taken out of a Delton rifle and I put a CMC trigger in it or whatever. So I had a Delton trigger, it fit right underneath the safety selector. So that's what's in this rifle. The next thing that I had was the buttstock. So if you watched my other video on shooting a 7.62 by 39, you can see the buttstock just wobble. This one I put a Daniel Defense on here and it works perfectly. What they had given me was a mil-spec tube with a commercial grade buttstock, so you have a lot of wobble. It's kind of like throwing a Vienna sausage down a hallway or something, you know what I mean? So I had all these problems. As a matter of fact, this grip will not really fit. I did not put it in the video. I didn't like it. I could get it to fit, but it did not look right. So this isn't machined right either. So after I ran into all these problems, I contacted the company, I guess the next day after I built it, maybe 2 days later, and talked to a gentleman on the phone. He was very nice, very polite, and he said, yeah man, he said, I'll send you a trigger assembly out and I'll send you a gas block out, no problem. I said, well, do you need me to send any of this back? They said, no, don't worry about it. I said, okay, cool. And he said, you should be having something in the next week. So here it's been probably 8 weeks now. I still have not received the first part. So I've called the company multiple times, can't get them on the phone, get voicemail, leave voicemails. It seems like somebody's doing it in the back of their garage or something. So I've tried to send emails to them with no response. That probably went on for about 5 weeks. And the other thing is, after that, I kind of had enough. So I went on their website to leave a real life review on what I thought on how this worked and how it went. And you cannot leave a negative comment on their site. So Outdoor Sportsman USA, you cannot leave a bad review on there. You can't leave any review on there. I tried to give them 5 stars and a low rating in the description, hoping somebody's reading everything, not just going by the stars. I've tried for 4 or 5 days trying to do that, and it will not happen. So if you're on their website and you see 5 stars or 4.5 stars, it's not real, okay? The other thing about them was, now they've been in contact with me and they want pictures, they want video, they want all kinds of things. That's fine. I understand they don't want to give their money away. I've told them to look at my YouTube video that I put up, and it'll show the buttstock wiggling. Show them pictures of the gas block where I had to grind it to get it to fit, and they still have not sent anything. So stay away from them. Use caution. I wouldn't recommend them at all. I'm sorry I put them in the video, Outdoor Sportsman USA on the bottom of it in big letters. I'm sorry for that, y'all. If you went and bought some stuff and ran into some problems, I'm sorry. That will not happen again. Maybe after I finish assembling it and see how it functions and things like that, I might go back and tell you who I got it from. The other thing is the buffer here, it is really weakly made. You can see that big burr right there. It's got a huge burr in the side. That was after 100 shots. I put one in here with, I probably got 350 rounds through it or more with no issues, and I just changed the buffer. I went to a 4.8 ounce buffer, and I do not have any of that scarring like that. So I realize I paid very little for this kit, but also you got to realize this isn't a damn Red Ryder BB gun that they're selling to people. There has to be some kind of quality, you would think, for people's safety. I guess they figured because you're assembling it or you're doing whatever, that it's all on you. Yeah, I guess it is, but they should give you something good to start out with, and I don't feel this company's doing it. I feel like they spend more money in rubber crap like this that came in this kit. And by the way, they're the ones that supplied the lower parts kit and springs and all that junk. They spend more money on this and decals and all kinds of stuff. They should have put the money that cost maybe into a buffer, you know what I mean? So this is the buffer that came out of here, the aftermarket one I put in there, and it looks perfect. So I don't know how to explain that unless it's just junk parts. But you know, that's going right beside your face. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this thing does shoot well. So I think it's just that the external stuff is kind of it's just the basic components, I guess you would say, like the spring kits, and it's janky. It's cheap, man. But the barrel and all that, the shot groups this rifle's doing is amazing. I'm in love with it on that part of it, and I haven't had any failures. Y'all, I hate to bash, I hate to be a hater, but I'm just keeping it real, telling y'all what's up. You know, it is what it is. Just for all y'all that have watched the channel, been watching it, thank you. Those of you that are new, I hope this helps you, and please stick around. I do have my paint job video coming out. Like I said, it was like 6 hours of video, and it all didn't look good because I had a real bad back issue, so I was doing a lot of it in my lap, and you didn't get to see it on video, a lot of it. So I'll probably do a little bit of a clip at one part of the gun build, or paint job rather, and then another clip, and then mainly go into the magazine, which I haven't painted yet. So I'll do that one, and you can get the idea and how to do it and everything. But I'm using silly putty. But anyway, we're going to take this thing right down here, put it on the next target we go to when we go to the range again, and I'm blasting this thing. It's not worth it. It's probably not even worth the bullet, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Hit the bell below. Please like and subscribe. Check out the other videos.